do faithful ministry, people are going to say awful things about you, not having all the facts, people lying. All sins of gossip and slander, whether it is with your mouth or with your fingers, are going to be dealt with or have been dealt with. No sin will be missed. Most of the time, we don't even respond to things like this. You got to know that if you do faithful ministry, you're going to get attacked. Yeah. You're going to get accused falsely, all that stuff. For me, the anchor is there's a day of judgment where all of it's going to be revealed.
Yep.
That's your hope. How would you apply godly wisdom to the internet? And here's an example of somebody making accusations or having assumptions and being wrong. People lying. You're going to throw out accusations and you're going to vilify somebody being wrong and actually engage in what is essentially slander. People lying. All the assumptions. Not assuming my innocence. Not assuming the best of me. Not assuming all the things that you ought to assume according to God's law, but assuming the worst and not having full context. If one gives an answer before he hears, it is his folly and shame. The principle there is you don't really know what you're talking about. But people get away with it because of the age of the internet, you can say what you want when you want. People lying. And we just don't think that gossip and slander on the internet translates to real sin. But it is. How do we glorify God and be wise servants? We got to deal with it. You can hide under a rock if you want. I'm not playing that game. I'm not going to do that. I'm not running from this stuff. I'll talk about it. You can hide in your little pietistic circles if you want. Mostly false piety. I think that's probably one of the main reasons we're facing it down today is because Christians have gotten to these little enclaves. They've gotten ourselves onto a reservation and the world's out there and we won't engage with the stuff. We won't. Why? Because we're too holy to engage with that stuff. Yeah. Like, no, you should engage it. You should call it what it is. You should take down every argument that exalts itself against the knowledge of God and you should dissect it. You should refute it. Faithful ministry hurts. It hurts a lot. Imagine 24 hours a day, spiritual attacks, trauma, death, disease, pain. Like, why would you choose this? Only because you're called, because you're doing it for the glory of God anyways. All that to say, if you're going to do faithful ministry, you have to prepare yourself for the slander, for the gossip, because it's going to happen. If the enemy uses this tool of accusation, lies, slander, gossip against the ministry of Jesus, against the ministry of Paul, you better be darn sure he's going to use it against you as well. Be ready for it. You don't really know what you're talking about.